Assalamu alaikum, wonderful viewers. Welcome to the Poetry Slam show here on Eco TV International, the People's Choice, where we celebrate the power of words, the beauty of expression, and the art of poetry. I am your host, Orohetu Ture. Every week, we invite talented poets to come and showcase their talent and their art of work. And today, here with me is one of the best in the Gambia, and he has won the Writer of the Month. He will introduce himself shortly, but before that, you can kindly follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more thrilling episodes, and sponsors are also invited. You can call on the various numbers on the screen to sponsor this program. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much.
Please introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Abubakar Jilay, and my pen name is The Mind's Eye. I am a poet and then a writer as well. So currently, I'm focused on the poet aspect of it, but then I have goals of becoming two.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us today. And you mentioned that your pen name is The Mind's Eye.
Yes.
Well, this name is very interesting. Can you please tell us what brought about this name, or is it that you name it, you name yourself this, or someone gave it to you?
All right, actually, the name is very interesting, as you said. Yeah, I will personally give the name to myself. It was through the influence of how I reason and see things. The mind's eye is literally what everybody possesses, but then it has a difference when it comes to the uniqueness. But in eye, because the thing is, it's an imagery that normally we have in our head, let's say in our brain. So this explain things. For instance, it could be when one is reading. The moment that you are reading, that image that you have in your mind showing you the level of understanding.
Exactly.
That's the picture out of it. But then when it comes to me personally, I think in a different way. Personally, I don't like to think how everybody does. So that is one of the reasons that
you've decided to be unique.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, then, and we've seen that you've won an award regarding the Writer of the Month. Yeah, tell us, how do you feel after winning that award?
Well, it was a great pleasure, I would say, because it has been a lot of work that I put in, and then I'm grateful that I won the award for April. It was through consistency, hard work, and then commitment. Because I've loved writing almost all my life since after 2019, I would say. So basically, it has been a journey that has not been easy per se, but the commitment, consistency, and the work ethics really helped me. And one thing I just have to mention is I'm also grateful for the people who have been helping. Yes, there are certain people that have been really helping a lot, and I really can.
Are these people family members or friends?
Yes, some are family members and some are friends. Yeah, some are even colleagues. I could remember one of a close friend, when I told her that I want to take writing as a career, she was like, "You are good at it at all."
Yeah.
She knows because I've been doing it for long, so it wasn't new for many. So it was like informing the people that this is what I want to do. And I got everybody's support, and it has been really well.
All right. And was there certain people that were trying to discourage you from taking this as a career?
Well, not per se, like directly, but then sometimes when you write or even talk about things, you normally see comments, and then you see views of people in different angles. But that's all right. Besides, it's part of the journey, so we just have to keep our head and then focus on what we are doing. That's it.
Interesting. Okay, and your journey as a poet, what really inspired you to become a poet? Or was there a specific moment or experience that led you to poetry?
Yes, and I'm really glad you asked that question. Okay, in 2016, when I went for admission at Kudu Senior Secondary School, I wanted to study commerce because I've always dreamed of doing my own business and then studying business as a
We could be business partners. I love business.
Yeah, business as a course. So at the senior level, when I went for the admission, and they told me that you can't be in the commerce class due to some reasons. So I was diverted in the arts class. At first, I didn't like the idea because that is what I wanted. But along the way, I was able to adapt to the system. And I would say it's a regret because I was able to balance the two at some point in life. Yeah, along the way, I developed some interest in literature, and there was a time I was even more focused on literature than other subjects. In our time, I almost read every book in our syllabus. So it was really, really a tremendous journey. And one of the great poets also was one of the reasons, that is Shakespeare. He was one
Shakespeare,
of the,
yeah.
It was one of the reasons that influenced me, especially his Sonnet 18. Sonnet 18. The poet's title is Salai Compare Tito. So much thing. It's a love poem, man, and I'm a lover of, you know? So that's it basically. And then this guy was also one of the great influences, Mr. K, because I could vividly remember when I first wrote my poem, the first poem that I wrote, titled Pain, he was the one who reviewed it. Okay. And then from there, he gave his consent and then support for me to go ahead with it. So after that, I've been writing, and then almost everyone was really helpful, yeah.
Then aside from Shakespeare and Gay, who are the other poets or writers that has influenced you?
Okay, with regards to that, apart from those two, I would say, Gay was a teacher.
Okay.
Yes, to be specific. I've been writing like almost week in, week out, sometimes every day in a week. So at that point, I wasn't really so serious about it in the sense that to take it as a career. I was just doing it because I love doing it. So I've been writing and writing and writing. But it was just recently in April that I decided to take it as a career. And that was how many poets got involved, because I joined the Young Writers Association and I was able to have some good collaboration with some people and who have been really helpful. Yes. And one of them was Sanusi Jabi.
Sanusi Jabi.
Yeah, Sanusi Jabi, Mohamed Korta, Ahmad Estella, and Kiba Estiwara, the president. These people have been really helpful, honestly speaking. So there's a saying that if you want to go far, go with people. So that was basically what I did. I involved with people who were able to support me in the ways that I could. Sorry, they can, and then they could. So it is what it is today. And then I'm grateful to God. And most especially to my family. Yes, I'm so much grateful to it. And rest in peace to that, because above all, I'm sorry I didn't mention him earlier. Above all, he was the key. Because I could remember during my time, during my tender age, all what I knew was education, home, education, home. He doesn't joke with it. And it's really saved me well today, because even as of now, it can be funny to you maybe, but I still like it to be at home sometimes. Yeah.
Just indoors.
Yeah. I still like to be indoors, because that was the way I was shaped. And it has really, really, really did a lot of good in my journey. So rest in peace to that, and then I am much more grateful.
May Allah grant him Jannah.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. And what does poetry mean to you, and how has that meaning evolved over time?
Well, I would say poetry means the world. Yeah, because I personally like expression. Yes. Sometimes even the situation is conducive or not, I just like to do it. It might be a little tricky sometimes, but at the end of the day, we have to. No matter how hard it is, we just have to find a way out. So this is a platform, this is a way that makes me to realize myself. Yeah, and then a big lost to love as well. Yeah, because it was also one of the major reasons that I realized myself as an individual. So I just have to give credit to it. It was not just because I want to. Have seen the influence it has in my life and others. Because growing up, our home was really a nice one. Yeah, for it.
Okay. Now let's walk through your creative process. Can you tell us how you form an idea to a finished poem?
Okay. With regards to that, this is something part of me naturally, so I don't struggle with it. Yeah, it's part of me. Exactly. Yeah. Like, I am sitting at this point and I'm thinking of 5 or 3 more reasons or 3 more titles to write about. Before I even arrived here today, I wrote a poem on my way. So it is something that is natural.
How long does it take you to finish a poem?
It depends actually. Yeah, it depends on the context.
All right.
And then it depends on the way I want it. Sometimes it can take about 10 minutes, sometimes roughly 5 minutes. Yeah, or sometimes 15 minutes. It depends. Why? Yeah, for sure. People are different in their own ways.
This is pure natural talent.
Yeah.
This is God gift.
I've been really not been serious about it to that level of doing it as a career, as I mentioned earlier. But then, having been, I've also been recording all the poems that I wrote. By now, I should have about 70 to 80 poems. Yes. And as of now, I think I'm having about 50.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, can you please recite one poem for us? The one that you love the most.
Okay. The one I want to recite, I haven't wrote it yet, but then I will dedicate it to my dad.
Okay.
Dad,
Yes.
I could remember those days that you with me to be better. Not just as an individual, but then to be better beyond the imagery of every soul. I know it was hard. Yes, it was so hard seeing you going. I just wish I could turn back the hands of time and bring you back, but no. I don't have that power. The power belongs to God.
Almighty.
But then one thing is certain. Your efforts will not go wasted. I have saw the efforts that you have put in. And I'm forever grateful of your support. You saved me to who I am today. And thank God I've been helpful to society, to the family, and then to me as an individual. But I know one thing for sure. As the saying goes, doesn't last forever. We come today and tomorrow we will go. I'm here today, I'm not sure whether I will be able to make it tomorrow. But one thing is certain. It shall be well. Because no condition is permanent. Rest in peace, Dad.
This one is heart-touching.
Yeah.
It's very slowly but surely, inshallah, you shall make it.
And the beauty of this thing is, I didn't think of writing in this context, but then it just flowed naturally.
No, you're kayangi ba. Kayangi ba. Then, lutanga dedicatedly to sa papa.
Like, everybody who knows my dad really knows that he was someone who loves his family. He doesn't joke with it. For instance, if you want something, as far as you're in the good path, he will make sure whatever he needs to do to make it happen. So So that's why today I'm even here. Hadn't been the guide he was giving it at that point, I didn't pay attention or I didn't show interest. It wouldn't have reached to this level today for me to sit here and then talk about me as an individual and then what I have achieved. Though I just have a step that I'm following. It's just the beginning. We haven't started and do anything yet. But I'm much grateful that his help really saved me a lot. That's us as a family.
Yeah.
Yes, that's us as a family. A good example could be my brother. He's a footballer, and then since at a young age, my dad has been helpful. So at this point, he's normal, so I just have to take that track. And to be honest, at some point, I was an obstacle to him. But then in the right path, because this is Africa and then this is Gambia. You can only put your you can only put your hope into one basket.
One basket.
So it doesn't work that way. So that was what I was trying to do. But today, I'm glad that he's improving and I'm also supporting him in his journey. But then, with respect to that, because he was a great influence, even beyond our family. Everybody who knows him knows that he's a man of law. So
therefore,
no. He doesn't joke with education.
Okay.
Been in school or Quranic, but then he doesn't joke.
He's a great man.
Yeah, he was.
All right. And do you have any rituals or habits that helps you to get into the mindset to write?
As I said earlier, this is something that flows in me naturally. And one of the beauty of poetry is writing your experience and then expressing yourself is a way that makes you to influence people. So through that, it really helped me. I like to talk about my experience. I like to express myself into thoughts. So what I do normally is, even I feel like not to write, I write.
You still write.
Even I feel like to write, I write more. So that's it. I write when I need to, I write when I want.
Okay, so do you write some of your poems out of someone else's experience? Or?
Mostly what I do is I take references and then always put myself in that shoe.
Okay.
Yes, because if you want people to get your message, it is best sometimes you put yourself in that shoe. Take yourself as a reference. That way the message will sink and people will be able to see. Yeah.
Okay. Was there any moment that you are writing but suddenly you are stuck, you can't write anymore?
Yeah, it do happens.
Then what do you do if that happens?
Well, as I said earlier, I write when I need to, I write when I want to. So even it will take long, but I still have to stick to it and write. Sometimes what I do is, when it happens, I just stop and then reflect and then continue. The funny thing is, I don't use the pen to write.
What do you use?
I use my phone to write.
Okay.
So that's what I do. It's like anywhere I am, I'm with my phone. So almost anywhere I am, I write. That's it.
Okay. And do you edit your poems heavily? Oh?
Yeah, I do. Because I could remember today when I was coming, I edited about 3 or 4 times. Yes, it is very important because the message that you are sending will send a perception to people about you. Though sometimes literature comes in different tones, but then this is what the world loves to accept. When they see something, they believe it.
That
It
is
might
what
not-
English man says.
Exactly.
Seeing is believing.
Exactly. For my case, I don't do that. No. For me, it's more about being detailed about that particular thing. If I'm not detailed enough, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. I just have to be in that shape to know that whether this is true or not. So from there, I'll be able to say my final judgment. But I just don't read and then believe it. No, it doesn't happen that way. Yeah. So that's why normally whenever I'm writing, I just want to write something that will be based on reality. I'm someone who loves to be authentic. that's just me.
Okay, and what are some of your challenges regarding your writing career and poetry?
Challenges, yes, that's true. We just take a reflection to the nature of the Gambia in the context of literature. It is very, very challenging because when it comes to literature, it requires people to read, it requires people to analyze, it requires people. Yeah. It's a problem because I could remember, even still now, I do study, I do read books, and then when I'm with friends and I tell them like I'm going to read, they'll tell me that so that's just it.
Jangis.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, we just have to make things that will make us better.
Exactly.
Yes, sometimes it might be hard, sometimes it might be easy, but then we just have to. Okay. Still on your question, with that regards, let's see, at this point, I will relate it to myself. Yeah, I will relate it to myself because I haven't read books yet, but to other people in the industry, they are facing that difficulties. Normally, you write books, and with all the efforts that you put in to write that books, if you publish it, and then you expect people to buy, the numbers are always low. And honestly, there are certain people who wrote good books. The message is always clear. So if you are willing to, and then if people are willing to give that support to young writers, it will really do a lot. Yeah.
Okay. And now let's move into the role of poetry in the society. Do you believe, in your opinion, what role does poetry play in our today's society?
Okay. I will still relate it to myself. Like I said earlier, I like expressing myself. So in expressing myself, and I've also seen people who use poetry as a way of expressing themselves. Trust me, there are a lot of people in the Gambia who are going through a lot. Yeah.
Can poetry help people navigate through difficult times?
For real, it is. I'm coming there. It is. Because no, I'm easy for it. For real. Like you talk with those people.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna understand. I could remember vividly there was a poem that I wrote. It was so emotional. And then someone sent me a message privately. And then I was like, wow. At that point, the phone message of one and I sent good for it because it was the way the person expressed herself. I realized that even the phone personally I'm going through stuff, and Ying is going through more than me, and then there are many people who are going through that. So, and I'm glad that that message is helping people to heal. Yeah, I would relate that to an individual I met some time ago. Amari is in Mexico. Yeah, and I think she almost lost hope in life. Yeah, she almost lost hope in life. And another one in Spain. But then, yeah, I'm motivated because in that context, motivation. So I was doing that for a long time, and it was able to change their narratives. And today they are in a different level. At least they are better now. Yeah, and I'm glad that I was able to. This is what I love doing, and I'm hoping that I will continue doing it. The only time I think I will stop doing it is when I'm in my grave. At that point, no, so.
But
Yeah.
But I'm not anytime soon, inshallah.
Yeah. Nah, I'll done it.
All right, so for ibil ilatal fana ko come like as a political changes come in society kono.
Yeah.
And social changes.
Sure. Because there are people near them who they write based on those things. Even the one I reflect on it. Because above all, society gives reasons for people to think.
Exactly.
Society gives reasons for people to relate. So taking those situations as an example, it helps people. the poets, me and uncle, they are writing about the ills of society, which I am included. And then in other certain categories like politics is also included. There are people who are doing it to send that message. But then it's a good thing. Things are not going the way we want to or we prefer it to be.
Yeah.
And we must have something to say. Somewhere. And at this point, at this point, they are much grateful that certain people are Israel because I'm in the shoe and no matter how other people are also trying. I'm easy not to be honest. Because Dolphin and we also need that support.
Exactly.
Yeah, not just maybe in another financial side, no. But physically, we also need that support people will give to us. Personally, I'm more grateful because I'm having that support from people. Yeah. At this level, it is cool, but then I believe now at a certain level it will be much more cool.
Okay, so near Sefero Fanaketenti, do you write primarily for yourself or do you have a target audience in mind?
I always have a target audience in mind. Just in Kampong, in certain situations, not all, in certain situations. So take it as a reference because come explain I just really put in that situation. The Bible normally is listening to you about related on yes, this is how it is. Yeah, because you can model jele. Eba taraka diam on a topic, on a specific topic. But then possibly the way back I can yam at a touch. But nyara let's say if on bulaji wale model the situation or that yeah, I get first. Yeah, it will be okay. But nyara fanambara because in more jam they support on manana ka we do be kapolo le kenyam among cool because pros latin another jam they thank God more jama your trust in me to talk to me about their problems and stuff, and I'm grateful that I'm gonna little efforts there to make things better. Yeah. Okay,
and then also like how do you feel when people misinterpret your point?
Well, this is also one of the challenges. Yes, because in the Gambian context, I'm certain of that. Africa is bigger, but then in the Gambian context, and many people, I'm not saying all, but many people read to the art, not read to understand. So this is making things difficult for it. Tonyano, read and see through your minds. I come back for that's a reflection to my pen name. So that immediately near sort of but this is how things are. Not just read with emotion. Reading with emotions it might not be helpful. Because if I read Kanyama, probably that's the way you react. So if you read and then react on that way, someone else might do the same. And it can misinterpret the message. Let's say now, Mona and I just comment on legend, but if he or she doesn't see the piece itself, I don't know what he or she is what she will believe. So meaning it's like wrong information about flow can So no matter how bad or good you are feeling, for me in there, what I believe in is if you read something or if you hear about something, just stick to the reality of it. Stick to the reality of it and then leave it there. From personality, what you are going through, it might not be helpful. And we feel that way, but so this is it. Moral behavior, they talk with emotions. And what you hear makes you wonder, like, is this thing going on? What in reality is not. The most important thing is the reality. It doesn't matter how this one feels, as far as you are on the right path and you are doing the reality. You're good. So I'm that kind of person. Yeah, I believe so much in reality.
Okay, now, if you could have a conversation with any poet or writer, living or dead, who would it be?
Okay, that's Shakespeare.
Shakespeare,
Yeah,
no, for sure you would mention him.
Yeah. That would be Shakespeare because I could remember those days. Nga poem from me for earlier.
Yeah.
Not a line sort of phone. I remember from even still now. So I think it was like while I was reading that I understand. Even him that can silo and then nga pray sec.
You don't research it.
And people were like, you are
Fanya mata. Yani mo silo ka utiap ka pa ndre ka pa nyo taro sa.
I remember even still now at grade 12 and that was in 2019. Modern still in school or so I even go with literature books at the mosque. Nakata. Fonga salim pe na chita na. So
no ba pala ke nyo nya ka kupane. Yani bukol ka yai.
Yeah, people will say what they have to say, but at the end of the day, they have a goal that I want to achieve at that point. So I just have to stick to it and then do whatever I need to do. But much more grateful, yeah. Sometimes we might not reach to a level of that mental health. The good thing is hope be here, time be here. So what we need to do is just step up, work towards to make things better, and then move on. Thank God, be a not without all those sacrifices that are still not even be on. So basically, that I haven't regretted that because after grade 12, I went to study business management and administration. Somewhere like where the arts law, I can go for it. Yeah, understanding but is playing a lot, and it doesn't really mean Nima understand it's wrong. This is disturbing a lot of people.
Moja pro Nima understand that it is wrong.
So and I personally I don't look at that perspective. If it him understand, I just leave it that way.
Yeah, well the findings get. That is better. Well then time of Yenjam file science and painting. Say sailor fan word for no learning, a word of encouragement to your fans and everyone out there.
Yeah. Come now for Ali, I am much more grateful about the efforts that I personally am putting in. And then to all those who are supporting, thank you. I just forgot to mention one person, what I could ask. Silari, she has been really supportive. I think almost every poem, second, she likes it. And it was true for na poems on Gambia second. Yeah. Now, Miss Femgoleson, poem on the page, then privately I had a text card, and then I like how you like. Yeah, and so from there, and a good bond, so and then things are better now. So all those were stuff me uncle. I'm much more motivated about it because still now people text me private. Katanina, what you are doing is good. Just keep it up. And much more support to them as well because Mbemikeka is what they are doing. So if they are giving that support to me, I should give that support to them. So basically we are helping each other to make things better. Okay, my message to the people will be trying a literature like in every way we can. Because it's just like nearly to music. You see people sing, and from their lyrics, you can understand. You can fight. Since I give more about Antu Red Kanyam, since I give more Kebama Red Kanyam, ST. All these are stuff me and uncle. They started somewhere, yes. In people, they started somewhere, but now people love them. They are doing what people want to hear.
The lyrics, so people resonate with them.
That's it. So, need a lyrics so you can relate it to.
Okay, sometimes more for tune for Lambercandro, I combo. Okay, Pascal, Mari come me for ye, equal a feel.
Yeah, I could relate it to the home personally. I move a there, but like black slave.
Yeah, that guy is good.
That guy is good. More can you have him Ghanaian all that? I'm okay with it, yeah. Because I'm on the face phone and all that stuff. Because I listen to him a lot. And personally, we like love how he do things. And then other lyrics, so they are much. Our level don't. Yeah.
Top notch line.
Yeah, our level don't. So I'm much more grateful to be in this platform house. And a big thanks to you as well and your team. Mbal motivate them to keep this going because people want to be heard. Yeah, so it's these platforms that will help them for the outside world to know them. So
All right.
a special one to my mom as well. Yes, a special one to my mom. I don't know where they go. Nda hingo mbara special after jam. Cameraman will be na attack la, but I say big hugs for her then. She's a good.
All right, thank you very much for being here today. It's a pleasure having you on our platform.
Yeah.
This is how we've come to the end of the program. This is the Poetry Slam. So here on Eco TV International, the People's Choice. And today here with me was the Mind's Eye. You know him very well. He's a very good and exceptional poet and a writer. So everyone follow and support him because he's a brother and a Gambian. Everyone should follow him. And inshallah, we will bring more of this to you on Eco TV International, the People's Choice, every week. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Sponsors are also invited. Please call on the numbers on the screen to sponsor this program. Till next week, inshallah. Bye-bye.